So this little raccoon got hit on the road, and so what I will be doing today is skinning it and tanning its hide, and I'll just show you guys how to do that. Alright, so the first thing you'll want is a nice sharp knife for this, so we will be skinning him first with this. So let's see. I am going to do the split up through the stomach and up through here all the way down. And I can do an inside or whatever that's called. But so we're just gonna take our knife and go straight up here, probably start somewhere in here and go down and then up to here and through up in here, and we'll just keep peeling it away. Can't keep the feet, so we'll cut the feet off about right in here. Just do that to the entire skin, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so when you start, you want to find out where the middle of the chest is. You'll sort of feel an indent there, and you just want to peel the fur away to a reasonably straight line. Slice it. To get through, you can start making bigger cuts. So what we're doing here is we're just aiming for somewhere, we're down by the tail, so we're making a straight line up through here. So we'll just do this over the entire hide and try not to cut through to the guts. Do this to the entire hide, and then we'll start skinning it. Alright, so now for the tail. I went from the base here and went all the way up the bone with this knife. It's a lot smaller than my other one that I usually use, and that works a lot better for the tail. So now I'm just going to use it and carve around that bone to get the bone out, and I'll show you guys how it's done. So you want to be very careful with this and try not to cut through the hide, because this hide is thin and this bone is like pretty much totally against the hide. But once you get the tip up, you can actually tear it, and I'll get a better angle at this and I'll show you guys how to do it. Alright, so as you can see, I got the bone up. So now I'm just going to grab a hold of that and the back of the skin and just start taking the skin off of it. It's a bit slippery. Let's see. can get it a little better. Alright, so now the bone is out of the tail. You got a nice skin base there. So now I'm just going to start skinning it. Show you guys how to do that too. Alright, so I started a bit here. So now I'm just going to go, and there's cartilage between the flesh and the skin. So I'm just going to be breaking that cartilage to take the skin off. One thing you never want to do is cut through this. The guts are underneath that and it will smell very bad. So anyway, we will be just skinning this entire thing, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's done. Alright, so in doing the feet, we don't want to keep these on here because of all of this flesh right in here. So I will be taking them off at this joint here. So we'll be finding the joint, just pushing the hair back, just cutting through. Changed my blades because my other ones were getting pretty dull. Better. Right here. Path goes back to here. We have our cut here. Out. Finish the cut all the way through. And there, now you have the foot separated from the rest of the hide. So now I'm just going to be carving in. I'm not going to cut up through here. I'm going to carve in. That way it's sort of like a tube. I can do that with all the feet, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's done. So I got all the legs out. See, now I'm just going to be skinning this all off, and I'll show you guys how to do the head. First I'm just going to skin it off up to the head, and then I'll show you guys from there. Alright, so as you can see I have him, skin off of him, and he got hit. His guts did get blasted out in some spots, but be doing the head, and you just peel it all the way, sort of like you did with this. You just keep going, lips and everything, keep the nose on there. Just peel it all off, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's done. I'll just do that over the entire head and get the entire head out, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's done. got the skin totally off. There it is. Now I'm just gonna lay the skin out, and I need to flesh it, which I'm gonna be doing that just like I do any deer hide or anything with a fleshing board, fleshing knife. I'm gonna be cleaning up around the head area, trying to get as much flesh out of there as I can, and then I'll show you guys what's next. I'll do that over the entire hide and just flush the entire thing. I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's done. Alright, so I got him nice and fleshed now. You can see on the tail the different colors. He's nice, all the flesh is off of him. Did the head, that's what I got off of the head. Got it as good as I could. That done. Now I'm just gonna salt it. Once it finishes drying out and the salt finishes pulling all the oils out of the hide, then I'm gonna tan it with eggs. So let's get to salting. Alright, so I got it nice and laid out here. Nice and flat. Salt. It's just plain salt. Use any kind of salt. Lots of it on. You don't want to skimp on the salt. Just rub it in. So I got it all nice and salted. You can never skimp on the salt. You can never put not enough salt on. Or not. You can never put too much salt on, I should say. But anyway, got that nice and coated. Got it up in the nose and stuff. Now I'm just gonna take something to lean it up against there. That way all the oils that'll make it rot will just run out of the hide. And on here, probably put a towel underneath of it to soak it all up. But I'll do that and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so it's only been about 15 minutes. And I just came back in and I had to put the towel out more because I don't know if you can see that. It's already pulling all the oils out of it. As you can see right there, it's dripping out. So this thing's got a lot of oils in it, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's totally dry. Alright, so I'm back, and this hide has been sitting for quite a while now. I think probably 3 to 4 days, just waiting for it all to dry out, where it does not feel wet anymore anywhere, and where all of the oils you saw that I showed you, all of the oils coming out, and all those have quit running out. I wait for like 2 or 3 more days, and then I come out here I start scraping all the salt off and stuff, so let's get to work. So first thing we'll be doing is scraping all the salt off. I have a towel, an old shirt underneath here to catch all the salt that I'm going to be scraping off. You want to get all the salt off doing this. Good. So far this is feeling really nice, just pliable enough, but I'm not going to leave it like that because we got to tan it. No. So right now it's just raw skin. Once you tan it, it turns into leather. Alright, so now we'll take it over to our flushing board and we'll start flushing all of the membrane off. So I'll meet you over there. See, all of this is the membrane. See, it's all peeling off right in here. We just want to get all that off. Make it look real nice. So we're gonna be tanning this with eggs. And I got my eggs here in my warm water. So start out this egg. So first we're gonna just get the water, the amount of water. I don't know how many cups that would be, but enough that you can put the whole hide in there and it would get totally covered. Plus we're gonna put the eggs in there. So first we're gonna just crack the eggs onto here. So we're just gonna work this one into it. Covered. Alright, so while we let that soak in, we're going to take the rest of our eggs. Crack them into our container of water. Mix all that up. gonna take our hide and just put the whole thing down in there. Get it all nice and saturated. Set it down in there. Just let it soak in there for maybe half an hour. Just keep checking on it until it's nice and all soaked up. Start stretching. Alright, so I've had this soaking for a half an hour now in this egg stuff. Been mixing it here and there. Probably mixed it once actually. Now I'm going to take it inside and I'm going to wash it and get all the eggs out of it, and then I will dry it the best I can, and then we'll get to stretching. Alright, so I washed this and got as much of the egg stuff out of the hair and stuff as I could. I soaked it up and got it nice and clean, and then I wrung it out with a towel the best I could. Now I'm just putting it in front of this fan to let it dry a bit, because it's going to take a little while for it to dry out and start turning white. So I'm just going to wait till it starts drying, and then I'm going to just start stretching it once it starts turning white, and then I can turn the fan off or have the fan pointing on me while I am stretching it. So we'll let it sit like this for a little while, and then we'll start stretching. Alright, so I've started stretching it. As you can see, the white spots in here are the spots that are being stretched out and are drying. So now I'm just gonna reposition everything and I'll start stretching it and making the whole thing white. He's nice and white. Here he's pliable. Still bend him easily. I combed out his hair. He's got a nice little mask there. Got a little bit of sewing to do on the tail down here, but other than that, he looks real nice. Anyway, there is how to tan a raccoon skin. And I'll see you on the next one.